Everybody, this is Jew on my podcast afternoon. I'm in the club, finna get some booze with AJ in the office, finna go to the lofts. Oh my God, in the club, finna get some bub, pop some pussy in the lure. Finna get some afternoon. Ooh.
Keeping it. Jacob Free. Hey. Jacob Free. Hey. Pass me a coffee, it's 8 a.m. Pass me some Henny, it's 8 p.m. Pass me a drink, I'm about to be frank. Me and my friends, we about to link. You already know what time it is. It's your girl, Jacob Pre, and I'm keeping it $1.50. Ha! What, you mad at me? What? You mad at me? What, you mad at me? Hey, what, you mad at me? How you mad at me? How you mad at me? Hey guys, it's me, your girl Jacob Pre, and welcome to my podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to $1.50. It's your girl Jacob Pre, and today we have guests, and when we have guests, we have drinks. And today's drink is...
We are drinking tequila reposado with a little lime, with a little pineapple juice. Even though it's what time is it?
12 o'clock probably.
It's 2:11.
Wow. Yeah,
but it's 5 o'clock somewhere, bitch.
Somewhere. This is the earliest podcast I've ever done. I usually do my podcast at night.
We don't do that.
But, we had to get the sunlight. No, something stop. All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, my name is Jew, but my name is Julian, but everybody calls me Jew. 24, born and raised in Atlanta. I'm a corporate worker. I know it may not seem like it.
It does not seem like
I'm a corporate worker. I get myself at motherfucking 6 a.m.
Whoa.
Be to work by 7:30. Leave around 5:30, 6 o'clock-ish. A bitch be at work.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's not even a 9 to 5. That's a 7 to 5.
Girl, like,
wow.
A nigga be at work. And still have the energy to go out the same night.
He does. This is a fact.
Like,
party animal.
But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Recently, I have been cutting back on going out. I didn't go out last night, even though last time was Valentine's Day. I didn't go out. Last weekend, I didn't go out Friday, Saturday, but I went out on Sunday. But yeah, like, I've been trying to cut back a lot because it's been wearing my body out. But I mean, I'm gonna go out tonight, so it doesn't matter.
Right. He's like, I haven't gone out a long time.
I literally be in the house and I'd be like, I'm bored as fuck. I want some hookah. I want some drinks. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But I still be chilling. Like, but like my body feels a lot better. Mm-hmm. Like, I go to bed around. What's crazy is on the weekends I go to bed around like 11 o'clock.
What, at night?
Yes, mind you. On the weekdays I probably go to bed around like 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock.
How you go to bed at 11? You still be in the club at 11?
Girl. Sometimes, and what's crazy is I'll wake up in the middle of the night and it'll be like 4 a.m. and I'll be like, damn, I just be getting home right now. Mm-hmm. But that's a little bit about me. I'm a party boy, corporate worker. I be out in these streets like everybody else.
So I brought Jew on here because I wanted to talk about a really important topic that a lot of people, it's like a big thing that a lot of people always talk about in Atlanta. And I was like, I have the perfect person for this topic. And the topic that I want to talk about is dating in Atlanta while gay. Okay. We already know how dating in Atlanta is. Well, you guys don't know, but I will have some episodes with some other people talking about dating. But this is just one phase of dating.
It's like one side. So you have gay dating and you have straight dating.
Right. And then you have the guy's perspective and then you have the girl's perspective, which is two totally different perspectives, believe it or not. But yeah, I want to talk to him about that because I think a lot of people want to know, like, what's it like to be gay in Atlanta? You have to have a lot of niggas, sugar daddies. Like, this gotta be like your playing ground.
Like, okay, so with Atlanta, it's weird because we have a lot of similarities to straight people, whether they want to believe it or not. Like, I still have problems dating in Atlanta. Like, okay, a girl meets a guy and, okay, well, he may not have the money that she wants.
Right.
I have the same problem with guys. I make good money. So I feel as though, like, it would be hard for me to date somebody who does not make what I make or less.
Well, let me ask you this. In a gay relationship, do you guys kind of split finances, or is it the same way how us women are? Like, we have to date a man, or we would like to date a man who's financially doing better than us?
Well, for me, it's kind of like, okay, let's step back, and if I was 20 and 21, I definitely wanted a nigga that was quaint the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I wanted a nigga who basically was gonna pay all the bills. I would stay at home, and people would look at that as being a heterosexual relationship where it's a woman and a guy.
Right.
And that kind of is the stigma in gay relationships. Like, you know, I have girls be like, so who's the guy in the relationship and who's the girl? And it's like, for me, when I was 21, I was the girl because I've always dated guys that made way more than me. I was 20 in a relationship with a guy that was 48. Okay, for this, you chose to do that.
A lot of people say when you allow people to take care of you, or you allow people to give you a certain amount of money, you're allowing them to treat you how they want to treat you.
Exactly.
But it's like, honestly, no, you're not making that choice. You're just like, oh, you want to give me money? Shit, give it to me. Everybody wants free stuff. Everyone wants money.
Who doesn't want free
exactly.
shit?
So you're thinking
and
about
who doesn't
like
want to be taken care of?
Exactly. But then if the person is thinking about it in a way to like control you, then yeah, they're going to keep putting their money out because they know that they can control you. So that's crazy. So now, you say when you was 20, that's how you looked at it, but how do you look at it now?
So being 24 and I actually have a job and I actually pay for my own shit, I still have a couple niggas that'll pay for things and give me money for things, but the dating scene now is the person who I was at 20 and 21, I'm the same person, but because I have my own bag now,
you're not as focused on somebody else taking care of you.
I'm not as focused on no nigga. Like, okay, you see my page. I carry bags, Louis, Goyard. I have a Balenciaga bag, and a lot of guys don't like that. A lot of guys are like, flashy. "Oh, that's very no, not even flashy." Guys are like, "That's very feminine." They don't like that. The clothes that I wear. Yes,
what?
that's a huge thing in the gay community.
So
now.
Gays want to date masculine men?
So you'll meet like I've met guys that are like, oh, so you carry a bag? Like, that's what's up. Like, and then I met guys and they're like, oh, so is that a purse? And I'm like, sure, like that's
it's kind of merce. They're not purses. They're
right.
purses.
Like I don't carry a Celine bag. I don't carry a Birkin bag. Like,
yeah.
I mean, bitch, this is Birkin pussy right here. Like,
I can't
no, but no. Like I have met guys that don't like what I do as a gay man. Like they feel as though. Like,
well, are they openly gays?
Yes.
They're openly gay and they just... Because I can see that from a guy who's like on the DL, not wanting to be...
I have met guys on the DL more that hit me up on my Instagram like, oh, like, you know, your style is hot. Like, I like that. And guys that are out, they don't... I wouldn't say all of them, but a good handful of them don't like the fact that I hang around a bunch of girls, don't like the fact that I carry bags, or don't like the fact that sometimes my clothes are tight, you know? Like... they call it they call it internal homophobia within the gay community. Okay. That is a thing.
Right.
Like, I have met guys that are like, oh, like, you're femme, so go over there.
For real?
I have met guys that, you know, I wear a tracksuit and they think I'm this macho masculine man. And I'm like, sweetie, I'm an openly gay man. Like, I'm an openly gay man. So like dating is not hard. Like I can always have a nigga in my pocket and call him like, so what's up? Like,
so let me ask you this: how does it work with dating men on the DL? And have you ever dated a guy who was on the DL?
What's funny is this recently had happened. Like, I knew what I was getting myself into, dating a guy that was, you know, married to a woman, had kids, and I knew what I was getting. Those niggas can be the most judgmental, like...
Toxic.
What's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue. Those are some of the most careless. DL men in Atlanta are they're either or. They're either very discreet or they're very careless. Mm-hmm. Like, I met one guy before, and he would always invite guys into his home where his wife and his kids live.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, the disrespect.
Yes. I've always told you, if you want to go through your man's phone, go through his motherfucking phone. Mm-hmm. If you want to go through his drawers and his pockets and his pants, bitch, do that shit. Because that nigga can be gay. Like, I have met some niggas before, and I'm like, yo, you're gay? Like, yes. Like, that shit is real. I
believe you.
It's real. And, I started developing feelings for this dude, and I'm like, wow, like, this nigga has a whole wife. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Mm-hmm. But what's crazy is those men who are DLs sometimes treat you better than the niggas that are
gay.
Yes, that are openly gay. Yes.
Do you think that's because they're used to dealing with women?
Yeah, and my whole thing with DL men is a lot of them are older. Mm-hmm. I've met guys who have been married for 10 plus years, 15 plus years, 20 plus years, and they're looking at, wow, like, I've been with this woman forever. Mm-hmm. I kind of want to see what's out there. And they've always had this attraction to men, but they've always wanted to see what's out there and what's new.
So do you feel like it's a thing that they've always been gay, but they just somehow ended up with a woman, and now that they're old enough, they kind of want to accept that side of them? Or do you think they just open to anything at this point? Just anything but their wife?
Okay, so let's start here. Like, I've always side-eyed DL black. No, I've always side-eyed bisexual black men. I never thought it was a thing. I was always like, that nigga's gay. Like, but when I tell you bisexuality in the black community is a real thing, it's real. I literally have met men that love their wives, will have sex with their wives, but they like niggas too. Okay,
well, let me tell you this. The reason why I don't believe in bisexuality, and not only with men or women, is because I don't believe that you can like two things the same way. Like, you like one.
Okay, boom. Oh, okay, so check it. I have met men that will say, I see women more romantically.
And I see men more sexually.
And I see men more sexually. Like a nigga will have sex with a girl. No, scratch that. A nigga will have sex with a man, but a nigga will never date and be in a relationship with a man. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but which one do you like more? Because romance and sex is two different things.
Yeah, But so it's like a nigga will look at me like as an object, but a nigga will look at you and be like, wow, like, I want to genuinely get to know her. I want to date her. I want to see what she's about.
But why is that? It's because they're suppressing that feeling.
I think that they're suppressing that feeling with that man.
Yes.
But again, I don't speak for all gay people. I speak for myself.
Well, I'm just saying from like a human standpoint. I mean, I'm a heterosexual woman. Mm-hmm. I know that about myself. I mean, I think women are beautiful and attractive, and I can look at a woman.
However, you probably would never have sex with.
But I can see how the whole romance thing. This is what I'm gonna say. I can see how I can say I can be romantic with a man because, you know, I like for a man to take me out, wine and dine me, treat me nicely. But I can also see myself, I guess, having sex with a woman if it came down to, I mean, threesomes or whatever the case may be. But in general, I like men.
Right.
So my question is,
see, that's kind of how men are. Like, you see yourself doing a threesome with a girl. You see yourself, you may kiss a girl. Mm-hmm. You may, you know, lick the twat, whatever you want to do. But that's kind of how a man is. Like, a man may eat a man's ass. He may suck a dick. Like, but he doesn't see them romantically.
No, that's why. But what I was saying is that's why I won't be with a woman because I don't see them romantically. Like, it has to be both for me. Like, I have to want to date you and fuck you. I can't just want to use your body. Like,
no, I feel it, and I do. But what I've learned that when it comes to sex and things, everybody's different. Mm-hmm. That's why you have pansexuals. Like, pansexuals will date a trans girl, trans man, a woman, a man. And they may date them all at once. Mm-hmm. They just have an attraction to people. Mm-hmm. Whereas though bisexual people, they can explain what they want to do. But, you know, I do feel as though that some men are bisexuals. And there are a lot of black men
who are bisexual.
Yes. And we have such a community to where, like if a man is dating a woman and he says, well, I kind of want to fuck with niggas. Nigga, you gay. So